Welcome to the second half of winter. Like I mentioned, these are going to breeze by pretty quickly, and we've got our first rank S request. And luckily, as seems to be the norm strangely enough, it's a pretty easy first one. They're not going to be that easy. Rank S requests give you some of the best stuff in the game, and in this case, Mako's going to give me some pretty rare fruit trees. Keep in mind, all trees take 1 to 2 months to grow.
Oh my god, it's peach trees.
Yep. And I want to say I already have one, so...
For some reason, that's like an enormous domestic fantasy of mine, is just like being able to grow my own fruit. I don't know why, but I just like desperately have a yearning to grow peaches.
I think you'd need to live in a different climate than Manitoba.
Yeah. That's why it's only a dream.
Tomorrow's the Starry Night Festival, which is just meeting up with someone and eating with their family. So, of course, we're going to do that with Cam.
Why is it called Starry Night, then?
Because Christmas is too complex. It says we're going with Cam. We're going with Cam and everyone he knows. That's better. So along with finding that, you can also find ore stone in the mine sometimes. If you break it, you'll usually get good items. In that case, I just got more scrap metal.
More trash.
Yeah. Yo!
Oh no.
Festival seems to be the only consistent time you can actually get inside Dirk's house. Most other cases he's outside, and the door's locked. Bring him home by 8. Lainey, it is 8. You heard what I said.
Cock shotgun.
He looks a lot more dangerous from a higher angle.
Yeah. Almost menacing, if not for his sponge hair.
Nice that they invited Eileen.
Oh yeah.
I feel like she doesn't have a family either.
Yeah. That's why she always looks so sad.
Maybe. Or relieved. I got to make my own family this time. It's sort of like New Year's, but at the wrong time.
It's like our holidays, but wrong.
And since Cam's basically our boyfriend at this point, he walks us home.
Because it's so dangerous at night in this rural mountain town.
There's a panda.
Oh yes, Panda is bound to thrash you.
Granted, all the bears are hibernating. That reminds me, some of the animals you'll actually see in a white winter coat instead of their usual brown coat, which is a nice touch.
I thought you meant like an actual parka coat.
No. Like the weasel and the fox.
That's how demented my thought process is. I'm like, I don't think animals in an actual winter fur. I think, oh, they must be wearing little coats.
Maybe you shouldn't have that many cats.
They are doing fine, and they are loved.
Pardon me, go very far away.
Shove.
Ah, it's a beetle.
Blue roses don't exist, Cam.
They might. for all I know.
I think that is a thing, though. Like, in order to do it, you have to, like, as it's growing, put dye at the roots of the plant, and then when it grows, the petals will be blue.
Well, I think I grow blue roses in winter, so that's kind of weird. Luckily, Howard and Lainey are at 4 flowers, so as soon as Cam is at a full blooming red flower, right now he's at pink, which is just the level before it, we can propose to him.
Hey!
I don't know why there's that additional step in there.
So you don't go from acquaintance to let's get married?
We're further than that by this point. I don't know why there's a pink flower bud, but not a full blooming flower.
Anticipation.
I got that tuna from a request, because I think you can only catch them in the summer. I got good butter from a request as well.
As opposed to the shit we normally use.
Along with Jersey milk. Jersey milk you actually get from Jersey cows, which you unlock in the 2nd year. So that you can get yourself. Gold milk. The thing with that is gold milk isn't actually used for many recipes specifically. Usually you can just use Jersey milk. Jersey cows, they have a higher chance of getting gold milk if they've won the cow festival than regular cows. Regular cows is like a 33% chance that when you milk them it would be gold. Jersey milk, it's a 50% chance.
You're saying it wrong, huh? It's Joyzy.
Having known Yoshi for 6 years, I say otherwise, my dear.
Yoshi's gonna kill me. But he doesn't have an accent, so...
So, I decided I'm just gonna go ahead and make the best curry you can make in this game. It's a complicated process. You need to make rainbow curry, and seaweed curry and vegetable curry. All of those separately. And you also need to fail dishes. Yes, you actually cook with trash.
Oh, yum.
Sorry, milk curry, not vegetable. Though I think you do use vegetable curry to make the rainbow curry. If anything, the spinach, that would normally go into it. Supreme curry.
In a gravy boat.
Yeah, I don't understand that. It doesn't even look like curry, it looks like just a brown mass.
Presentation is important.
When you're serving burnt shit. Ultimate curry is served in a golden gravy boat.
The genie's lamp.
These are such complicated recipes, and they're so not worth it, because I feel like the individual recipes would actually add up to more money than the ultimate and supreme curry is worth. But whatever, I did it.
Hooray!
At this point, I didn't care. I've already got the friendship meter up. I already got bok choy seeds that I can't plant.
The bitterness in that statement. You're looking directly at Rutger while you say it.
Don't you just want to punch his face?
Well, yeah. Aside from the Harvest Goddess, his is the most punchable.
He's also missing parts of his body.
Oh my god. He's disintegrating.
You do not age in Tale of Two Towns, you fall apart.
Oh my god. It's like a horror show.
Hooray.
Look more. Just throw them back in his face.
Give me money, you prick.
You can sell them for money.
The Harvest Goddess basically just tells you the same thing. Look, just open the tunnel. There's nothing else you can do right now. After doing a bit of research, I discovered all of the ore stone that I've been hoarding is used for things that I won't necessarily need. So a good chunk of it I just dropped on the ground, and now I'm hitting it with the hammer to show off some of the ore you can actually get when you do that.
Ooh, that was pretty.
Yeah. Someone actually made a good point. That thing I picked up was called a gate. Not everyone has a favorite item that's specifically a cooked food. Shang, actually, his ultimate favorite item is in the gate. This is a good example of just save scumming.
Yeah.
Because, whatever, I just want to show off the items and get some extra cash. Pink diamonds are the most expensive item you can get. I think 20,000 gold when you sell it. Diamonds are worth a good amount as well. But for the most part, anything you get that isn't a rock is worth selling.
Yeah. More diamonds.
Ore stone is really weird. I did a lot of testing with these to get some good items. It feels like they're running on a very fast, almost sequenced random number generator. Because there's a sort of consistency with it. For the longest time, I kept getting, like, when I hit the rock at the same frequency every time I hit the load state, I would get the same copper ore or junk ore instead of another jewel. So I'm not quite sure how it works, but there seems to be some consistency with it. For people interested in doing the save state loading, like I was.
I saw you also got 1/2 of the 10 commandments.
Yeah, that's used for a request. But not at a half star, so there's no reason for me to hang on to it. Also, we saw that the wheat that I grew is finally grown. Wheat grows pretty quickly, but I can't do anything with it, because I don't have a thresher, which would turn it into flour, which I can buy from a store anyway. But it's New Year's. More things will happen in the second year. But like I said, second year will go a lot faster than the first year. Because we've seen most everything. In fact, I think from that point, the seasons will go by in one video instead of 2 or 3. In fact, I'm looking at the parts. Spring will go in 2 videos, but from there on out, they'll all go by in 1 video.
The longer you go, the shorter the years are, just like real life.
Yeah. This is very angry, too.
Why did he get so mad?
2!
Y'all better fucking say Happy New Year. Not kidding this time.
Why am I hanging out with the old lady and not my boyfriend?
Boyfriend's hanging out with his family.
Family in finger quotes.
Yeah. Family of choice.
Ooh, trifle.
Oh, yum.
How are they getting the fruit for that? Fruit is rare in this game. At least the stuff you get from trees. I've already got a horse, dude. I will eventually need to upgrade, but I don't realize that. So next time, we begin the second year of Tale of Two Towns. A lot more things unlock in the second year. I'll be able to buy new types of crops. A couple of new bugs and fish actually unlock in a second year. I'll also be able to start buying new types of livestock, but they sort of unlock throughout the year. Like, there'll be new versions of the livestock we have right now in spring, but then we get a whole new type of animal in the fall. Spring will be 2 videos, like I mentioned. Every season from there on out will be 1 video, and the LP overall is going to be 23 parts. Like I mentioned, I'm not going to unlock every single thing. I have a specific set of goals that I want to get to. I already mentioned those in the fall. You can check back in those videos for a refresher. But there is just going to be a point where I decide I'm done. I'm not going to keep unlocking everything because that's going to be such a long process. I had to pick a point where I just said to myself, I've given the best experience I can for Tale of Two Towns, and now it's up to you, the viewer, to pick up the game and discover more for yourself if you liked it. And things went wrong after a certain point. So I found a good place to stop. We'll see that eventually, but until then, we'll see you in the second year.
Yeah, Harvest Moon games don't really end, you just have to decide to stop.
It's like Dark Souls.
Which I still need to finish.
Like Rune Factory. Boom!
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.